You've probably seen countless videos about what it's like to be a nurse in the US. But today, I want to share something different. My unfiltered story as a Filipino nurse working abroad. I've been living and working in the US since 2016. But before that, I was a certified nursing assistant in an adult family home. And let me tell you, it has been quite a journey. It's rewarding, challenging, and at times heartbreaking. When I first started, everything felt new and overwhelming. My patients, 100% diverse. The culture, the upbringing, and the way of life were completely different from what I used to. I quickly realized that I was in a different land, surrounded by a multicultural environment that made me aware of my own identity. There were moments where I felt out of place. My skin color, my accent, and my values set me apart. At first, I experienced culture shock. People spoke a language I wasn't accustomed to, shared jokes na hindi ko nagagets agad, and had a work ethic that differed from my own. What surprised me most was the difference in how families treat one another and how patients view their lives, especially at the end. Because in the Philippines, we prioritize looking after each other, especially the elderly and sick, often sacrificing our own time for family because family is everything to us. In the US, however, the approach can be more individualistic. While many families are supportive, some people rely more on professional caregivers than on their own family. This shift has made me reflect on how connected we are to our loved ones back home. And as a Filipino nurse in the US, I navigate these cultural differences daily, balancing my values with a different healthcare system. And this journey has taught me a lot about compassion, family, and many ways we care for one another. I remember my first nursing job here in the US in a skilled nursing facility. It was tough seeing elderly patients who often had no visitors and no family coming by. I couldn't understand it at first. Back home, we hold our elders close. We take care of our lolos and lolas. But here, some patients were completely alone, and it was heartbreaking. After working in different hospitals and departments, this experience taught me to give even more love and care. I felt like they were longing for that connection, and it was incredibly fulfilling to bring them comfort. After that, I began working as a travel nurse, and one of my most unforgettable moments happened with a young patient, only 35, who wasn't doing well. Although she wasn't supposed to stay, I had a gut feeling to let her stay. Maybe it was God who was talking to me that night. The next evening before my shift started, she approached me outside the room. She shared that her husband had passed earlier that afternoon and thanked me for giving her one final chance to be with him. Well, that experience reinforced the importance of family, a value deeply ingrained with us Filipinos. It showed me how significant family is to our culture, and I strive to bring that perspective to my patients, treating them as my own family. This approach set us apart. I can't separate that part of myself. I always empathize with my patients. Everyone deserves understanding, peace, and the care they need. Family gives me strength and inspires me to strive harder. I truly believe that caring for others is my mission in life, and I believe the majority of Filipino nurses are the same. Recently, I was assigned to care for a critically ill patient, and they're from Asian family. This family has been through so much, but now he's at a point where we're doing everything we can to provide the best treatment and comfort. We are also making sure that he's not suffering for any pain because he's been suffering for most of his life. Last night, while caring for the patient, his family opened up to me. They shared that the doctors had advised them to prepare for the worst. Although they understand the gravity of the situation, they struggled to express to the doctor how desperately he wanted to fight for his life due to language barrier. His deep will to live really touched me, and it inspired me to offer them even more support during this difficult time. The family told me I was the only nurse who truly encouraged them to never give up, and that meant a lot to them. And after a while, they went home to rest, knowing that I would care for their family. And that trust actually meant everything to me. Well, I feel so blessed to have those kind of words of gratitude. This experience remind me that even though we may be different here in the US, we bring something special to our patients, our unique touch. Because in the Philippines, family is at the heart of everything we do. We fight for our loved ones until the very end. And that familial bond shines through in our care. Syempre, hindi lahat positive. Well, I encountered another patient today who was very ungrateful and displayed a racist attitude. Even if they don't say it directly, you can feel someone looks at you different because of your color or race or accent. It's like being in a room where everyone is speaking a language you understand, yet you feel like you don't belong. In this situation, it is important to maintain your composure and professionalism. I approach these people with positive attitude because I believe in treating everyone with respect, regardless of how they treat me. It's my way of teaching them that kindness can prevail, even in the face of negativity. We must also respect the values and beliefs of others, even when they differ from our own. But don't change who you are because you just feel different. Embrace your identity, your culture, and your unique perspective you bring to healthcare. Working abroad has taught me that feeling different is completely normal. Being in a new country with a different language and culture can be intimidating, but don't let that stop you. Embrace the feeling of being different because that's what makes you unique. Facing these challenges head on will make you stronger. You'll gain experience, discover new things about yourself, and grow in ways you never expected. Trust me, once you get through it, you'll be amazed at what you're capable of. To my fellow Filipino nurses and other professionals thinking about taking that leap, go for it. The beginning might be tough, but remember, if others can do it, you can do it too. Embrace being different. It's what makes you special. Don't let fear or self-doubt hold you back. We Filipinos bring something unique to the world, our warmth, kindness, and resilience. That's why we are respected and loved in healthcare and beyond. Being Filipino is our strength and it makes us stand out. So if you're ready to try something new and challenge yourself, I believe in you. Remember, being different is powerful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video and God bless you. Bye!